Okay, this looks like a testing centre at the university, Aston University. There's nothing here. These barriers are all set up for the queues. There's nothing here at all. I'm exempt. Here's my exemption card. So what's going on? What, this COVID for testing centre? Why is it empty? How many you had? More than 40 people all day. So how they? If you've only had 40 in a day, how are they getting hundreds of thousands of figures for their total figures? You've had excess of 40. No, I'm not inside your barrier. But how many have you had? Roughly in a week, how many did you get?
There's a number on the government website. There's a number you can phone to find out these things.
How long has it been dead like this now?
Just since you came.
Just since I came. I've been parked up half an hour.
You've been parked up?
Yeah. I haven't seen anybody come in.
You've been parked up for about 4 minutes, I've seen you. Because you're on CCTV.
This is really bad.
Well, everyone's got their opinion, I suppose.
But, so how do you feel about all this?
In what respect to
I mean,
tragic, isn't it?
what's tragic?
Talking about the COVID as a disease,
Yeah.
it's a tragic thing. If you're talking about what you're thinking about testing people, that's a positive.
But you know about the test is not PCR. Are they doing the PCR test here?
I have no idea. If you've booked a test, I'll
Well, the
schedule it.
PCR test is 97% false positives. Do they tell you that?
That's you saying that.
No, that's not me. That's the World Health Organization. That's the CDC. That's the all the health regulators are confirming that. You know, there was Professor Carey Mullis, who's the inventor of the test. He actually said his test is not to be used for identifying virus for illness, because the false positive, it'll literally identify anything as long as it's magnified enough. With it'll because you're magnifying particles, tiny particles. I don't want to get into the bore you with the science, but
No, I never get bored.
I'm sure you've heard about it.
I'm interested in listening to you. I've not heard about that.
Oh, you haven't? So have a look at it. What it says is that if you magnify anything beyond like 25, 35 cycles, they have to magnify it to show up. So literally anybody who's ever had a flu vaccine, a cold or flu in the past, will 99% almost certainly test positive, because they're not identifying a virus. Because the virus still hasn't been isolated anywhere in the world. And our Public Health England, they actually confirmed that in response to a letter to somebody, and they actually said there is no records on file anywhere of the existence of the virus. So it's because they haven't identified it yet, you see. So I don't know what they're injecting people with a vaccine and what they're testing for if the actual substance they're supposed to be testing for hasn't yet been identified. It's just really puzzling.
You sound like you're well versed in it, so my job is a simple. You've got to.
No, I know you've got to do your security, and you guys are just being paid to man the site.
I haven't said what I am, but what I'm saying to you is, if you've got a barcode, I can scan you in. Anything else, I can't really discuss.
No, well, so if I book myself in for a test,
Okay. First of all,
I'm entitled to come in and have a look around.
you're entitled to come in. Follow. If you've got a test booked for today, you've had to have it booked already.
I haven't, no.
Okay. Well, no, you won't.
But the problem is, people who have booked in for a test and then turned away were getting positive responses in the post.
Getting turned away.
They turned away. They decided not to continue, and then they get a text message saying they got confirmed positive. I mean, How's that happening?
I have no idea what you're referring to.
I mean, I've seen that. I've seen text messages and letters from people who've actually experienced that same situation.
That's it. That's your experience. I've not done that. If you've got a barcode, I can scan you. You would have got to book it through the government website, and that's as far as we can say here. And that's it. And everything else is done external.
And what are they doing? Are they doing the swab thing all the way through to the back of the nose?
There was a swab. There were 2 swabs involved. Yeah.
And so you got.
There's a diagram of what your test will be taking.
Why aren't they just taking a swab from the mouth? Because if this disease is so bad that I can cough it out onto somebody, surely my mouth or my nose area will be full of it. But they're having to use a swab that goes all the way back to the brain barrier, which in France, not in France, in the USA, caused a woman's brain fluid to leak out through her nose.
Okay, but you sound like I say, you sound like...
No, I've done a bit of research,
Okay,
and,
so
and
you've got that research. If you ring 119, that's the government line, and
Yeah.
they're going to be, obviously,
they're not doing anything about it
What
though.
I'm saying is, you could probably have a better conversation with the people who
Yeah.
are more skilled.
No, I just wanted to document this to show that it's only just gone 4 in the afternoon on a Sunday when people have got plenty of time, and there's nobody here.
You do have to appreciate what day it is and what time.
And you've had a few dozen turn up throughout the day,
Well,
which it doesn't add up for the figures that the government are claiming that hundreds of thousands of people are getting tested.
okay, well, I think
Because the evidence, because these facilities are being filmed up and down the country, and we're not seeing any of them with queues. I mean, there's just they just look like scary facilities,
well,
you know.
It is what it is. You can see what it is live. As I say, there were people earlier, but the drive-throughs are definitely busier than the static ones, than the walk-ins. And there's a driving lane just down the road.
This is a static,
This is a walk-in centre.
a walk-in centre. Where's the drive-through?
It's down on the other side. It's down on Love Lane.
Love Lane.
Yeah.
Hello, is that open now?
I presume so. We've had some people come to get to the drive-through, so take a look down.
Is that construction site or is that with this? All this here? All these cabins? Oh, is this all part of this? I thought that was a construction site or something going on over there.
You can, like I say, as long as you're not on the premises here.
So what's going on in all these cabins?
Workspaces.
Workspaces?
There's one toilet, there's some offices. You can see what they are.
No, I can't because we're outside.
You can see what they are.
So these are offices, toilets.
There's toilets there.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I need to change my glasses maybe.
Like I said,
Yeah.
you're welcome to film from the outside.
Yeah.
It goes all the way around, so knock yourself.
Thank you. And your name is?
I can't do my name now.
Oh, no worries. Take care. Have a good weekend, my friend. Oh, this is the location for this one. Birmingham Aston University, walk-through site, Jennings Road, car park, Aston University.
Take care.
Take care, my friend. Thank you. So, just had an interesting conversation there. The guy actually admitted the whole day there's only been 40 people at this place. This is at the Aston University. So